On February 14th, 2025, people walking near Highway 60 in Gila County, Arizona, found black trash bags off a remote trail. Inside those bags were the remains of a 14-year-old girl. Her name was Emily Pike. Before she became a headline, before she became a case, she was a girl who loved to draw in the back seat of the car. She loved to tease her little brother, and she laughed like the world wasn't as heavy as it really is. Emily Pike was a member of the San Carlos Apache tribe. She grew up surrounded by family, her mom, her siblings, her cousins, her grandmother. To them, she wasn't a statistic. She was soft-spoken, playful, creative. Her aunt, Carolyn Bender, remembered her smile, wide, bright, like she was in on a joke that the rest of the world hadn't figured out yet. She loved simple things, drawing, dolls, being outside. She was always moving, on a swing, in the water, laughing. And her little brother, he was her best friend. They teased each other constantly, but they were inseparable, and that was her world, and that's who she was. But as Emily got older, things started to change. Her aunt said when Emily got upset, she didn't lash out. She went quiet and kept everything inside. Her family was dealing with some real struggles, including addiction, instability. And at some point, Emily reported that she had been SA'd, and that changed everything. Because after that, she was placed into a group home in Mesa, Arizona, called Sacred Journey, Inc. She didn't want to be there. In 2024, Emily started running away more. Police body cam footage captured one of those moments. She was standing there, a child, clearly overwhelmed, and she says something that now feels impossible to ignore. I don't want to go back. I want to see my mom. I want to stay with my grandma instead. And that wasn't defiance. That was a child trying to go home. Her aunt would later say that her headspace was always home. She loved her family. She just wanted to be with them. But each time that Emily ran, she was brought back to that place, returned to the same place that she didn't want to be, over and over again. There were multiple incidents. She escaped through windows. She was found walking alone at night. She told officers that she didn't feel comfortable there. And still, she was sent back. At one point, she was even taken for a mental health evaluation and then returned again. No permanent change, no removal, no protection that actually stuck, no protection at all. On January 27th, 2025, Emily Pike ran away again, and this time, for the last time. She was last seen near Mesa in McKellips Road, reported missing around 8:19 p.m. And at first she was treated as a runaway, and that matters because when a child is labeled as a runaway, urgency disappears, time gets lost. And in cases like this, time is everything. In the days after a statewide missing bulletin was issued. False tips came in saying that she was with family, and her mother confirmed that that was not true. And here's something critical. Some of her own family members say that they weren't even notified right away. Her mother reportedly didn't know she was missing for days. Her aunt found out through social media posts. That delay matters because the first hours, the first days are the most important to solve a case. On February 14th, 2025, nearly 3 weeks after she vanished, people walking near a trail off of Highway 60 near Globe, Arizona, found black trash bags, and inside were the remains of Emily Pike. She was found roughly 70 to 100 miles away where she was last seen. Investigators believe she was unalive somewhere else and then left there, like yesterday's trash. It's horrible. An autopsy could not determine her exact cause of death. Some of her remains were never even recovered. Her aunt got the call. She said, "It felt like somebody pulled the carpet right from out underneath me and I just fell." She had been telling herself that Emily was okay, that she would come back, and she was alive. Everything just collapsed. Another family member described it simply. It felt like a horror movie. But this wasn't a movie. This was our child. After Emily's death, serious questions were raised. Her father filed a lawsuit against the group home, claiming they failed to properly supervise and protect her. A state investigation found the home failed to report her disappearance properly. They violated child safety reporting. They were ordered to fix their policies or risk losing their license. And there was another detail that disturbed people. Reports indicated that dozens of other children had gone missing from the same group home over time, though most were later found. But Emily wasn't. Today, her case remains unsolved. The investigation is being led by the Gila County Sheriff's Office with support from the FBI and the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Authorities have interviewed a person of interest and executed search warrants, but no arrests have been made. There is currently a reward up to $75,000 for information leading to those responsible. And still, no answers. Emily's case is not isolated. It exists inside a much larger crisis because across the United States, thousands of Native Americans are reported missing every year. Thousands more are victims of violence. Indigenous women and girls face some of the highest rates of homicide. Experts say jurisdiction gaps, lack of coordination, and delayed response times create conditions where perpetrators believe that they can get away with it, and too often they do. After Emily's death, her name sparked action. Arizona passed Emily's Law, creating a turquoise alert system to quickly notify the public when Indigenous people go missing. Her community held vigils, protests, walks in her name because her family refused to let her disappear twice. Emily Pike was not a headline, not a statistic. She was a girl who wanted to go home, a girl who said, "I want to see my mom. I want to stay with my grandma." A girl who loved her brother, who loved to draw pictures in the back seat, who laughed, who lived. Her family said it best. She wasn't trash. She was our niece, our daughter, our family. And somewhere out there, the person responsible is still free, which means this story is not over. Today, as I was listening to Emily's story, I cried hard. So, have you ever heard of Emily Pike? My daughter hasn't heard of her. I had seen some things on her, but I really watched today and cried. I felt like she wasn't helped. She got no help. She was crying out. She wasn't protected. And I just want you guys, when you maybe sit down with family or when you sit down with your girlfriend, to tell her story, say her name. Let's keep her name out there, and let's hope and pray justice is coming, and your name is going to stay out there, Emily. Thank you, guys. Be her voice. Say her name. Emily Pike.